It's Monday, 18th. I didn't do one yesterday, but it was just a busy day, but mostly in a good way. And Angie and I had a really good night together Saturday night for our honeymoon, and stayed in a hotel and had watched some shows and got some Chinese food and brought back, and did all the things that married people do. So it was a fun night. We slept in pretty good. Actually, we didn't stay up super late, but slept in and got a late checkout, and then went and got breakfast on the way home. A late breakfast at Flapjacks, and mostly just had a day around the kids yesterday. It was a little rainy, and then um, tried to get my walking in and all that. But Saturday, um, I was really trying to direct my mental and emotional energy toward happy thoughts and happy things. And there were a few moments in there when, and also yesterday through the day, when I was listening to music, like certain songs in particular, and would bring back certain memories and whatnot. And then last night we were having four of us were just watching a comedy after dinner, and with dinner and after dinner, and just started I had this memory of Nathanael when he was, if I had to guess, like, I don't remember. Of course, this wasn't anything that was just like one time, playing with the kids. But um, it was just this memory, and it was just so, like, last night. It was like watching a video in my brain, and it just kept playing. It was just like it was over, and then I tried. It was just it was a rough memory because at that moment when the thing happened, Nathaniel was probably like 3.5 or something like that, and I can just see this like like it's happening in front of me almost. And he loved, like kids do, uh, tickle his ribs, tickle his belly, and stuff like that, and make fart sounds on him, and all this, and he'd just crack up at that. And it was just this moment where it's just like I'm just like tickling him, and then he gets a little bit further away from me. And he's just laughing, just so, like, perfectly joyfully, like a little kid does before they realize how fucked up the world can be at times, and they haven't had to go through, as they shouldn't, troubles and all this kind of stuff, and it's just perfect. It was just a perfect moment for me as a father. Just my little boy, I was probably 25 years old or something like that, 26. They were born when I was 22 and a half, roughly. And I'm just tickling my little boy, and he's just happy and just laughing so hard, and it's just wonderful. And he's safe in Dad's arms. Uh, and it was just like it just kept playing over in my head. And then again this morning when I was getting ready, it's just such a perfect memory of him. Uh, and then it's just like that joy, just it's like a uh, just a horrible, like, just two trains fucking colliding, of the memory and the joy that was in that moment, and it is still now, with the unmerciful fact of the permanence of him being gone. it'll fuck with you, you know. But and then went to the park a little bit yesterday. Got an early run in today. Well, before lunch run, got a run in, walk, and then went over and got stuff for lunch with Angie, and then we had lunch together. And that was good, and got a few things done, and went on another walk with Lydia. Went to Bigby and had a nice chai latte, and picked up dinner stuff, and I'm grilling over here right now, so this will be a short one. Grilling out some good vegetables and fish. But yeah, I mean, we're talking a lot about doing a road trip. Uh, Actually, that may have been after I made the Saturday video. I'm not really sure. Because our intention was to fly out, and then it just occurred to me on Saturday, like we could road trip this, and then Angie even framed it in a more important way. She's like, well, it would be the last time we were all together, and I was thinking, the five of us here, me, her, Caleb, Lydia, Charity. I was like, well, yeah, it'd probably be a long time before, or maybe it'd be a while before we'd all go on a big road trip again. And she was like, no, with Nathanael too. And of course, I was thinking, like on the way back, of course, that would be true. But we could. What that really adds is the ability to swing by the Grand Canyon on the way home, which she loved, because I know he loves out, Nevada out west that way, and we'll spread some of his ashes there, and then we're gonna be back home. But I would love to be able to swing through there, and then also just introduce the whole family to that area, because they've not been there. Just I was there when I was young, and then Nathaniel was there, and none of the others have been there yet. And it would be something to work around, because it would be probably 6 days or a week trip. And time and expenses, but it's like, we only have one shot to do this thing. So I want to make sure we do it well. There's always more fucking money to be made. And if we end up being strapped when we get back, it won't be the first time. Just have to put the old small business acumen to work. But I guess in the day-to-day I'm doing a little bit better, but it's any time, especially when certain songs or a certain memory, or like last night, when certain things detonate, it's just there, and just trying to make it, trying to keep my promise to Angie and my family, to keep my shit together, not lose my shit, and not fucking fall apart, because that doesn't help anybody, and it doesn't bring Nathaniel back. So, till next time.